Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is Faiza Umar with the new lesson of Tajweed. Inshallah, today in this lesson we'll learn about the Madah letters, and I will explain what are Madah letters, how to pronounce them, what they are, how can we recognize them. So all about in this lesson inshallah. So let's start our lesson. नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली वजअल ली वज़ीरम मिन अहली अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मदिन व अला आलि मुहम्मदिन कमा सल्लैता अला इब्राहीम व अला आलि इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद अल्लाहुम्मा बारिक अला मुहम्मदिन व अला आलि मुहम्मदिन कमा बारकता अला इब्राहीम व अला आलि इब्राहीम इन्नका हमीदुम मजीद. So let's start. You can see over here, this is a ba letter that is written 3 times. One time with alif, one time with Wao, and the third time with Ya letter. So this is 3 Madah letter, 1, 2 and 3. One is Alif Madah, second is Wao Madah, and third is Ya Madah. So how can you recognize the Alif, Wao and Ya Madah? So there should be only Alif without any sign on top or bottom, or before there should be zabr. Then we call this one as Alif Madah. Okay, I'll tell you again. If there is any alif, straight alif, no sign on top or bottom, and before it there is a zabr, then we call this one as Alif Madah. Okay, now next one is Wao Madah. This is Wao. Wao with top there should be the jazm sign, the sukoon sign, the joining sign, and before there must be paish on the letter. Okay, there must be paish before the Wao with sakin, the jazm sign, joining sign. Then we call this one as Wao Madah. Okay, now third, Ya Madah. Ya Madah is when there is jazm, the joining sign on top, and before there must be zair under the letter. Then this should be Ya Madah. Okay, so alif and zabr before it, then Alif Madah, Wao with joining sign, before there should be paish on letter, then it would be Wao Madah. Ya with joining sign, before there should be zair under the letter, then it would be Ya Madah. So there are 3 Madah letters: Alif Madah, Wao Madah and Ya Madah. And how we have to pronounce them? We will stretch them just like the previous lesson we did over the khadi zabr, ulta paish and khadi zair. We'll stretch them equal to the alif, and this is called Alif Madah, Wao Madah and Ya Madah. So let's start. Ba alif zabr ba, ba Wao paish bu, ba ya zair bi, ba bu bi. Okay, sounds are very similar to the previous lesson, the khadi zabr, khadi zair, ulta paish. No problem at all, because both have same sound. They have ba bu bi, and now this is ba bu bi, right? But the presentation, the writing style is different. There are 3 Madah letters: alif, Wao and Ya, and there were 3 signs: khadi zabr, khada zair and ulta paish. So meaning is not going to change when there is Alif Madah or the khadi zabr. Meaning would be same. Sometime in some mushaf, in some Quran, you can see the words written with Alif Madah, and the other in other mushaf the word is written with khadi zabr. So meaning is not going to change, but the writing style is different. So next one is ta alif zabr ta, ta Wao paish tu, ta ya zair ti, ta tu ti, sa alif zabr sa, sa Wao paish thu, sa ya zair si, sa su si. Make sure you are pronouncing the sa very well. It is not sa su si. This would be wrong sound because you are pronouncing seen letter. This is soft sound sa letter, sa su si. Then ha alif zabr ha, ha waw pesh hu, ha ya zir hi, ha hu hi. Make sure you are pronouncing the right ha sound that comes from your throat. Then ho alif zabr ho, ho waw pesh hu, ho ya zir hi, ho hu hi. Now make sure you are pronouncing right thick sound of ho letter. When you are pronouncing this zabr with thick sound of ho, you have to make thick sound of alif as well. Ho, complete thick sound of ho. Ho, hu, hui. Now ra alif zabr ra, ra waw pesh ru, ra ya zir ri, ra ru ri. Make sure you are pronouncing thin sound of ra letter. Then z buzzing sound, whistle sound. Okay, z alif zabr za, za waw pesh zu, za ya zir zi, za zu zi. This is the whistle sound, buzzing sound. Make sure you are pronouncing this one, and mostly people recite this za letter very well, no problem at all. Now next one we have ta letter. Make thick sound of this ta. Ta alif zabr ta, ta waw pesh tu, ta ya zir tui, ta tu tui. Make sure you are pronouncing thick sound of this tui sound, because mostly people feel difficult to pronounce thick letters with zair. It's quite difficult for them, but we have to practice. Okay, one more time I'll repeat the Madah letters. That alif, only alif, no sign on top or bottom, and before it the zabr on the letter, then it would be Alif Madah. And if there is Wao with jazm, the joining sign, and before it there is paish on the letter, then it would be Wao Madah. Then third is Ya Madah. Ya Madah is the jazm joining sign on top, and before it there should be zair under the letter, then it will consider as Ya Madah. So Alif Madah, Wao Madah and Ya Madah. We have to stretch these letters, stretch the sound. If we not stretch the letter, the sound, then we'll make the haram mistake. So make sure you are stretching them properly. Next one, wa alif zabr wa, wa waw pesh lu, wa ya zir wi, wa lu wi. The tip of your tongue will touch the front teeth, and you just uplift your tongue and you can make the soft sound and thick sound of wa letter. Make sure you are pronouncing very well. Then fa alif zabr fa, fa waw pesh fu, fa ya zir fi, fa fu fi. Then ha alif zabr ha, ha waw pesh hu, ha ya zir hi, ha hu hi. This is very easy letter. Some people feel difficult here, so I think this is easy to pronounce instead of the other ha. So this is this ha comes from your chest, and pronounce it very well. Then ya alif zabr ya, ya waw pesh yu, ya ya zir yi, ya yu yi. Now hamza alif zabr a, hamza waw pesh u, hamza ya zir e, a u e. Okay, so now over here you can clearly understand why we call this alif as hamza. This is the real hamza, the real shape of hamza. We call this one hamza, and this is alif. It is not hamza because no sign on top of bottom. So this is hamza alif zabr a. Now this is we call hamza because it has a sign on top, the paish one. That's why. So hamza waw pesh u. This is okay. So a u e. Now jim alif zabr ja, jim waw pesh ju, jim ya zir ji, ja ju ji. Then dal alif zabr da, dal waw pesh du, dal ya zir di, da du di. Then Zal Alif Zabar Za, Zal Wao Pesh Zu, Zal Ya Zair Zi, Za Zu Zi. This is very soft letter. Make sure you are not pronouncing Za, the buzzing sound. It is the soft sound Ra, not Za. Za Zu Zi. This would be wrong. Za Zu Zi. This is right sound. Don't make thick sound as well. Wa Zu. This is not thick sound. Now, okay, now we have Seen Alif Zabar Sa, Seen Wao Pesh Su, Seen Ya Zair Si, Sa Su Si. Then Sheen Alif Zabar Sha, Sheen Wao Pesh Shu, Sheen Ya Zair Shi, Sha Shu Shi. Next, thick sound and the whistle sound, both you have to combine and make sure you are doing very well. Sod Alif Zabar Sa, Sod Wao Pesh Su, Sod Ya Zair Si, Sa Su Si. Now, very thick sound of Arabic alphabets. Zod. Zod Alif Zabar Za, Zod Wao Pesh Zu, Zod Ya Zair Zi, Za Zu Zi. Ain Alif Zabar Ra, Ain Wao Pesh U, Ain Ya Zair I, Ra U I. Okay, so this is the very soft sound. You can say, I told you before, this is flexible sound that comes from your throat. Okay. Okay, now we have Ghain letter. Ghain Alif Zabar Gha, Ghain Wao Pesh Ghu, Ghain Ya Zair Ghi, Gha Ghu Ghi. Then thick sound of Qaf letter. Qaf Alif Zabar Qa, Qaf Wao Pesh Qu, Qaf Ya Zair Qi, Qa Qu Qi. Then Kaf Alif Zabar Ka, Kaf Wao Pesh Ku, Kaf Ya Zair Ki, Ka Ku Ki. See, this is the thick sound Qa and this is thin sound Kaf. Qa Ku Ki, and this is Ka Ku Ki. Now, Lam Alif Zabar La, Lam Wao Pesh Lu, Lam Ya Zair Li, La Lu Li. Mim Alif Zabar Ma, Mim Wao Pesh Mu, Mim Ya Zair Mi, Ma Mu Mi. Make sure your sound is not going to your nose. Ma Mu Mi. This is wrong sound. We should pronounce Ma Mu Mi. Then Noon Alif Zabar Na, Noon Wao Pesh Nu, Noon Ya Zair Ni, Na Nu Ni. Wow Alif Zabar Wa, Wow Wao Pesh Wu, Wow Ya Zair Wi, Wa Wu Wi. Alright, so let's revise the rules. First of all, when there is Alif Madah, how can you recognize a letter has a Alif Madah? There should be only Alif. This Alif, there would be no sign on top or bottom, and there must be Zabar before a letter. So this called Alif Madah. खाली अलिफ होगा, आपको नज़र आएगा और उससे पहले ज़बर होनी चाहिए लेटर के ऊपर. देन वी कैन से कि ये अलिफ मदा है. देन देर शुड बी वाव विद जज़म साइन, द सुकून साइन और ज्वाइनिंग साइन, एंड मस्ट बी द पेश बिफोर द लेटर. देन वी कॉल दिस वन एज वाव मदा. ठीक है, वाव मदा में जज़म होता है ऊपर उसके, और उससे पहले लेटर के ऊपर पेश होना ज़रूरी है. देन हम इसको कहेंगे कि ये वाव मदा है. Then the third is Ya Madah. There must be the joining sign on top, and before there should be the zair under the letter. Then we call this is Ya Madah. या के ऊपर जज़म का साइन होना चाहिए और उससे पहले ज़ेर होनी चाहिए, तब हम इसको कहते हैं कि ये या मदा है. सो देर आर 3 मदा लेटर्स, अलिफ मदा, वाव मदा एंड या मदा. And we stretch them. How to pronounce them? We stretch the sounds of the mother letters, and we should pronounce them and stretch them. If we are not doing this, we are going to make haram mistake. So please be aware, whenever there is a mother letter, stretch it. Okay, I hope so that you understand what are the Madah letters and how to pronounce them. Inshallah, with the next lesson, we'll start the new one and I'll told you about the lean letters. So this is all about today's lesson. Now, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.